So in this video I want to look at Rene Descartes and his view on the soul, but mainly first we've got to look at what he says about Cogito Ergo Sum. So basically what Rene Descartes says is that he believes in something called extreme skepticism. It says that we have to, as human beings, doubt everything we see, we know everything. And when we doubt everything, including ourselves, we realize that actually we exist. Because how can we doubt ourselves without existing? There has got to be some agent which is actually doubting. And that agent has got to exist. Otherwise, therefore, you can't doubt. And you know that you're doubting because I'm physically doubting, oh, is this book right here? You know, I'm physically doubting it. So he comes to the conclusion that because he can think, he exists. So there's his famous statement, I think, therefore I am. Cogito Ergo Sum. So what he goes on to say in terms of the soul is that the mind is a thinking agent and it can exist apart from the body. And the reason being because the mind is a thinking thing and the body has other functions, you know, and it's got other things, and they exist as two separate things, and therefore he believes the two substances are distinct and a soul exists. And he also claims to have located the soul somewhere in the brain. I can't remember. And he's not really like, I don't particularly feel he's giving some kind of reasoning where I can say, yeah, this is why he actually thinks the soul exists, because there is a difference between the soul and the body, but actually he's not really saying anything. So all he's saying is that you doubt everything that exists. You realize that because you're doubting, you must exist, because something must exist to cause this doubting to occur. And as you can see, your mind, which is doing the thinking, must exist separately, and it must exist as part of with the extended body, but they're two separate things because he's a substance dualist. And this is because we know the body has other functions. You know, if I'm drinking water, I know that I'm drinking water. That's something that the body is doing. Just thinking something the mind is doing. So you differentiate between the soul and the body, and says those two actually exist. Then one of the criticisms is presented by Gilbert Ryle. Now what Gilbert Ryle says is that basically he gives an example that if a foreign visitor, let's say from Hong Kong, goes to Oxford University, they're on a tour and they're being shown all these colleges, buildings, fields, I don't know what else they have in Oxford University. And then he might make a categorical mistake and question, so where is the university? Because he may believe that there's something more when actually it's what you're seeing, is what you're getting. And the point Gilbert Ryle is trying to make is that what Descartes does is he believes that there must be a soul because he can think. And what he's saying, no, actually, it's just one, and it's the body. There is no soul. It's what you see, it's what you get. Rene Descartes is making a categorical mistake and assuming that there must be something more. When we doubt everything, we know that we exist, and we know that we exist. We can see that our body. We can't see a soul, and how he comes to that conclusion. Many philosophers criticize Descartes on those grounds. I hope this video helps. I'll be doing more. Thanks for watching.